Hey y'all, John has requested, or he's hinted about 2 or 3 times that he sure would like one of my puff pastry pizzas. And I made this before, but I've never done a YouTube video, so we're gonna do that. It's on YouTube, but it's in that Facebook way, in the portrait way, and not vertically. So I thought, you know what, I'll hop on here with y'all today. And I've been missing y'all too. First thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of olive oil in my skillet. I turned on my fire, and I'm going to saute some bell pepper. You can season your pizza with whatever you want to. John and I both love bell pepper. You can put some onions and some chopped garlic. Just do whatever it is that you want to do. I think I will put that whole package. That's 8 ounces. Did you see that? That's a nice little quick thing. Is some frozen chopped green bell pepper. I love it. I wish they had frozen chopped celery. If y'all ever find any, let me know. And into that I'm going to put, this is a 1.5 pound package of hamburger. And this is 93% lean, so I know I'm not going to have a lot of fat rendered out of there, and that's going to be good. So I'm going to have lots of hamburger meat. So in there it goes. Then I'm going to salt it, just however much you want to. Looks like I'm salting a lot. Everything a lot doesn't come out at one time. And I'm going to put some fresh ground pepper, just like this. Start breaking this up. One other thing I love to go on and put in my hamburger is some oregano. And I love oregano, so I like to put it in there anywhere I can. You'll see I love that. So that's probably a real good teaspoon of oregano, just because I really like the flavor. But you do what you want to do. I'm going to break this up and brown this really good. And also, last time I did not do this, but y'all see I'm doing some mushrooms as well. Mushrooms right there. And I've got these on the stove, and all I did, mine are baby portobello's creminis. I love the flavor of those, and I put just a little bit of olive oil, put a little bit of salt in here, and some pepper. We want to flavor each of our layers so we don't season each of our layers so we don't pull any seasoning out of the other and end up tasting bland to us. So just a little sprinkle. I'm going to let these saute just a little bit, because I like to let mine do that, because our puff pastry pizza is going to be, you know, it's going to have a top, so those mushrooms can't really brown real well. They have to, so I kind of caramelize them here and get my meat done, and I'll be back. You see this burger meat and these green bell peppers, they have cooked down really nicely, and because that was so lean, I literally don't have to strain it. I mean, it's just great. So I'm going to remove it off the fire, let this cool down really well. And you see the mushrooms, they sauteed and got caramelized a bit. I'm going to do the same with them, and we'll move on to the next. First thing I'm going to do is start with some puff pastry, just like that. I love to keep that on hand in the freezer. And if you have it in the freezer, let it thaw overnight in your refrigerator, but it needs to be really cold still, okay? Real cold. I need my puff pastry to be about 9 by 13. And I was going to do this before I got on here with y'all, but I'm going to hurry. We're going to hurry. It's got pieces of paper in there, so make sure you get all of those out. There we go. What did I do with my rolling pin? I need a little bit of flour. So I've rolled one out to 9 by 13 already, and I thought I'd do one with y'all so you can see. It's got some little pieces of paper in here, just to keep them from sticking. And you might want to put a little bit of flour, just a dust. Let's see here, buddy. And do you like that? So 9 by 13 is what we need. And I've got one of you sweet souls on here from your farm, you sent me this little chicken. And I use him to measure with. Isn't he cute with his little foot that comes out? Let me find my 13 here. Make sure I don't get too long. There we go. It doesn't take you just a second to get out to 9 by 13. That's perfect. And so now, let me get my pan. Got me a baking sheet. Of course, I rolled this the wrong direction. We're going to fix it. We are going to fix it. Boom, we fixed it, didn't we? Yes, we did. All right, put that in there. And of course, today I wore this thing with these sleeves all on it. I wasn't pre-thinking very well, was I? Y'all asked me about this rolling pin. I've had this a million years and it's ceramic. Hear it? And it came from ABC Distributing. It's called LTD Commodities now. So, I might see if I can find some writing on it, but I don't know who made it, but I loved it. My kitchen was apples at the time when my boys were little, so I had that actually hanging in the kitchen. All right, we got our 9 by 13. I'm gonna get y'all down here closer and show y'all all my steps. All right, first thing I wanna put is some squeezed pizza sauce. You use any kind you want to. I use all sorts of kinds, and try to keep you a nice little maybe inch border all on the outside for us to put a topper piece, okay? Try, and I'm not real good at it myself sometimes. Put as much or as little of it as you want. I'm going to put anywhere between a half a cup and a cup, okay? So seriously, whatever you want to do, guys. And then I'm going to take a little spatula. I'm going to do some spreading out. I'm going to leave my borders though. This is a very, very easy little recipe. You know what I thought you could do? I thought you could make a cheeseburger one too. And one of you, when I made this last year, asked me, how about doing a taco one? I think that would be fantastic. Okay, on to this. I want to put some cheese. And I sometimes grate my parm. I bought some parm today already grated for us. We're going to do this quick, fast. Try to stay in here and don't get outside your little border. Just a little bit of parm. I love that little taste it gives. A salty little taste, don't y'all? Alright. And onto that, I'm going to put some mozzarella. Shredded mozzarella, and I get the whole fat mozzarella because I love a lot of meltiness. I'm going to be sure and not get outside my border. Right? I know. This pizza is so good, and it's so quick and easy. It truly is, as y'all see. There we go. And on to that, I have got our hamburger with our bell pepper that I cooked earlier with y'all. He's kind of heavy. I'm going to set him down a little bit, and I'm going to sprinkle. That was 1.5 pounds of this burger, and like I say, it had 97%, so I mean, it didn't even, I didn't even have to drain it. It had no fat rendering from it. Hamburger, you get yourself back inside that border. He said, I didn't do it, woman, you did it. You did it. Trying to do this fast so I can show y'all the next step. And I have gone up to 2 pounds of hamburger on here before. Yes, I have. This is one of those pizzas that you can do whatever you want to do on it too. You know, if you don't like the bell pepper, leave it out. If you want to do ham, you could put Canadian bacon on here. It would be really, really good. Let's see, I've got just a little bit left. And we don't want to waste it, do we? No, we do not. There we go. Try to keep my border. Clean up my borders. Clean up my borders. Oh, goodness. And try hard not to pile it all up in the middle. Y'all see I'll come back and try to not get me a big old hump right in the middle. Okay, y'all, the next step, I want to put some pepperoni. I have a couple little packages of pepperoni. We will layer this around. Sometimes at Christmas times or New Year's, I'll just make a pepperoni and cheese one. And my grandbabies really love that. Well, we all do. But you can make this pizza, that's what's great about it. You can make it whatever you like in it. Anything and everything. You can make a veggie pizza. John Murray thinks I'm cussing up in here. Saying a veggie pizza.
Yeah, I do.
Mr. Meat Man. Okay. There we go. One more. Plenty of pepperoni. Y'all wonder how I'm going to get the top on this thing, don't you? I know it. I always stuff it really, really, really full. That puff pastry is real forgiving for me too. It lets me do it and get away with it. Bless its heart. Yum. Y'all hang in there. I'm about to get through. Just about to get through. There we go. Okay. All right, to this now, I've got John's side. He likes jalapenos. These pickled jalapenos that we did in the garden together. We planted them together and we harvested them together and then we pickled them, didn't we? If y'all weren't with us, whoever wasn't, I will put that in the description box on YouTube. I'll put our jalapeno pickling video together. Alright guys, John loves the jalapenos. I do too, but I'm going to, you know what, I just might put a couple on my side. Just a couple on my mushroom side. He does not like the mushrooms, so that's why I don't do him mushrooms. Okay, y'all, I saved one jalapeno out because I want to put that on top of my crust so I will see which side is John's side. Same thing, here's my mushrooms. I'm going to put them about on my half, like we're both going to eat a whole half of this. I feel like I could. I'm so hungry when I'm cooking. I think, oh yeah. Then we get started. I'm like, oh no. I can't do it. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Get my spatula and kind of make sure nothing's mounding in the middle. I know how that is. And I also saved me a mushroom, okay? Alright, I'm going to back y'all up because I'm missing y'all's pretty smiling faces. Yes, I am. There we go. Let me get us straight again. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, I see I have some headroom. I can get y'all a little closer. I know. Oh, Lordy. Right. Right. Let's see. Did I chop my head off? No, I think we got it. All right, guys. Here at this point, I want to top it with another cheese. We put that shredded mozzarella on the bottom. You could add that to the top now, but I've got some sliced mozzarella, and that's what I want to do. Sometimes I do sliced provolone, and it's really good. So whatever type cheese you want to do, and you can just finish off that bag of mozzarella is just fine. It's got paper in between each one of these. Come here, come here, come here, come here. And if they have to lap over one another, well, what a problem that will be, right? Cheese lapping over one another. Oh my, what shall we do? I don't know. What are we going to do? Alright, y'all. We're almost there. Give me a few more slices right here in the middle. And we're going to put that top on and get this in the oven. It is so good. First time I made this, John's like, this is a keeper. Please make this again. And I have tried to keep my border around here, guys, and I'm going to tell you, you see our full pizza, it's a struggle. A struggle trying to clean that up here. I'm going to get my brush and get me some olive oil. Where's my olive oil? Here it is. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put a little olive oil around the borders, and I'm just going to paint it or brush it. Mushroom, get up there. Get yourself up there. Paint it, and all this is going to do is stick our top to it, okay? That's all we're needing. You could do a little egg wash if you want to, but since we're doing Italian flavorings, I just thought, why not some olive oil, right? I know. I thought the same thing. Yes, I did. Okay, guys. Over here, I've got the other piece rolled out for us. And I'm going to place it right on top, pretty as you please. Now, I do tend to roll out my bottom piece 9 by 13. And the top one, I'll tend to roll out 14 by 10 or 10 by 14. So it can actually go over all our stuff in. You're like, really? Yes, I needed to do that, didn't I? And then I'm going to go along and kind of press it into place. Crust to crust or dough to dough. Just like that. And if you need to stretch it just a little bit, because I am on this back side, it's okay. Like I say, this puff pastry will work with you a little bit like that. It sure will. We'll grab a fork and we're going to crimp it and put it in the oven. Alright, here we go. I'm just crimping along. That way none of our filling will come out. When our cheese gets to melting, can y'all just imagine? Do y'all love puff pastry? I do too. I believe it's one of my most favorite things ever, ever, ever. Of course, I have lots of favorites when it comes to food. But it truly is. It's so, so, so good. There we go. Okay, now this is very important, is we've got to remember to cut some slits in the top of it, or this puff pastry will just blow up off of it, like explode, blow up. So we don't want to do that. Let me clean my brush. Okay, guys, now I just take my olive oil and I kind of drizzle a little bit like that. Take my brush, wipe it on. I go along my crust the same, just like that. Put a little more if I need to. I love the flavor of this olive oil on this crust. Oh, do I. And you can do an egg wash if you want to. If you're doing another flavor and you don't want this, just kind of use your imagination. You can do an egg wash. You could use another oil. Sometimes when I've been in a mad dash hurry, y'all know we all get like that, I have actually just sprayed it with that non-stick cooking spray, the olive oil kind, and threw it in the oven. So, anything and everything will just about work on this, okay? I promise. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yes, it does. All right. Don't forget our mushroom on my side and jalapeno on John's side. And now we're going to cut 3 cuts here. See, I'm just going through it like that. 2. And what this does is when this puff pastry starts puffing and steam forms under there, it will actually let that steam release so that puff pastry will stay and not just blow off our pizza. So that's pretty smart, huh? I have a little bit of garlic powder, and you don't have to do this, but I just always think it looks good. It kind of toasts a bit on the top and looks pretty. And I'm going to do that. I mean, just a tiny dusting, okay? Not much. And I've got some parsley. I just think that looks pretty on here. You don't have to do this. This is not necessary, okay? I just do and do and do, you know. And then I've got some Parmigiano Reggiano. I get me a big block of it at Sam's Club and I freeze it. And I mean, it lasts for months and months and months. And while it's frozen, it's literally frozen right now. I just took it out. You see me grating it on top? Yes. Yummy. Oh my. Okay, y'all. Piece fell off, a little snack for me. All right, guys. We will see you shortly.
That
Let me come show y'all up close. Isn't that pretty? We're going to let him cool down just a little bit. And we'll get John to ask the blessing on him. We'll enjoy him. Yep, baby. You're right. I fixed it so you know. That's
so
your,
no, that's your pepper side.
Pepper side, and that's my mushroom side. Yeah. He's cooled down just a little bit, and we're about to slice into it. Oh, it's good, doesn't it, baby?
It does look good. Dear Father, I just thank you for this meal. I thank you for the day, Lord, for watching over us, just making us well. Lord, please be with the people in our prayers tonight. Be with our nation. We love you so much, Lord. Thank you for the day. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, I told everybody you've been kind of hinting around. Baby, I sure would like one of those puff pastry pizzas you
Yeah, I
make.
have been hitting around.
Yeah, you
that's
have.
good.
All right, darling. Show me how big a piece. Let me cut him in half here.
That might be big enough.
Might be big enough right there. Or you want the whole
No,
thing?
no. That's just right, baby.
Okay.
That's just right.
I'm going to show everybody your pretty piece of pizza before we let him go.
Oh.
Oh my goodness gracious. Look, guys. Y'all.
Man, that looks good, sweetie.
Ooh, it sure does. It looks hotter than a $2 pistol, doesn't
I
it?
guarantee you it does look hot.
Maybe you can get you a little bite off there and taste it for everybody. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
I'll get me a piece in a minute. If I get one of your jalapenos, I don't care. I just know you don't want one of my mushrooms. What you think? Is it as good as you remembered?
It is good memory. Good as I remember.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's better than I remember. Oh my
Oh, I
goodness,
love
that's
that.
good.
I do. I love it.
Okay, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Hopefully sooner than later. And till then.
Bye.
Some of you are going to be like, Amy, I don't have time for all this. But some of you, the ones of y'all that love to talk with me and visit. And we're going to do that. I'm going to have time for you right now. I've got a little bit of trivia about this video. I started making this video last month. This is April and I did this like the 1st of March. And I was cooking away and I had almost all my layers done except for my top slices of mozzarella. That was my last layer I needed to do. And I didn't know it, but the camera card, the little SD card had gotten full. So I finished and I'm just talking to y'all and I do everything and I put that thing in the oven and I go to check, I go to turn the camera off and it says your SD card's full and I said, oh no. And I was like, oh, where did it quit? So I ran and I put it in my computer and I saw that it quit way back. Like I still had to put my mozzarella, I still had to cover it, show you how to crimp the edges and cut the top to let the steam escape. So I was like, well, I can't finish this video. And so I said, well, I'll make this again in the future. So maybe what I can do is just start from there and go on. And as a matter of fact, because I saw that when I put it in the oven, I was able to put another card in there. So when you see me finishing the pizza, right after I put the hamburger meat on there, that's when it changes. And when the camera zooms back out, you'll see me. I've got on my same outfit. I think I might have put the same makeup on. My hair, I tried to fix the same, but I've been to my little hair fairy, my girlfriend Christy, and last month my hair was a little darker. So when I zoomed the camera out and I'm topping that pizza with y'all, I'm thinking some of y'all are going to be like, I mean, your hair looks like it's lighter all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden you're going to see when you go back to me pulling it out of the oven and feeding John and slicing and him saying the blessing, my hair's dark again. So that's just a little bit of trivia. I waited a month and I saved those other clips of the video, and I started from right after I put the hamburger meat. That's when I have to start doing differently. I might even have different fingernails going. Who knows? I don't even remember. But anyway, while I was cleaning up a little bit, I thought I'd hop on here and tell y'all. So now if I had seen that, I'd be like, let me go back and see if I can find and see if I notice, you know. But yeah, I start off one way, and then right after the hamburger meat, I'm going to change. When I zoom back out, my hair's going to be lighter. And it's probably like different things behind me in the kitchen. Who knows? And now John will tell me, now baby, just don't say anything, nobody will notice. But I don't care. Y'all know me, I don't care. I'm just going to tell you anyway. That's just life, right? And we just don't give up. We say, bye, George, I'm going to finish this, right? And this goes on a lot with the videos. There's something I need to do. I guess I ought to check how much is on my card each time before I start videoing. That would help me. I believe it might even tell me on my camera screen. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, guys, so it has been a month in the making because I want to wait about a month to make this pizza again. But we are having it again tonight, and we're just as excited as last month to have it. John was like, he will sacrifice and he'll eat it again this month. So anyway, I just want to tell y'all that silliness, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.